Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the class. As ever, I invite you to find your way to a seated position, find your way to a space of comfort and balance by letting your body release in a natural way, just sensing where you might need to release a little bit, stretch a little bit. Wriggle a little bit until you can sense that there's an experience of settledness and a bit of balance in the body. As you invite your body into stillness, invite your sit bones to really connect down to the ground, to the earth, and feel that solidity beneath you. Invite the spine to lift up from there, seated over the sit bones, the belly above the pelvis, the thoracic spine, the middle back, and the heart above the belly, the neck, shoulders, and head above the heart. Gently soften your belly. Gently close down your eyes if you haven't already. And invite your attention inward. Noticing breath in. And noticing breath out. And breath in. And breath out. And I invite you to set an intention to stay anchored in the breath for a few moments as I talk. So letting the sound of my voice kind of wash over you, paying attention but staying centered and anchored with attention on your breath. In today's class, we're going to explore the experience of transition. In our lives, from the biggest to the littlest, these moments of change, of transition, can be very challenging and destabilizing. There's an expression I came across, that idea of when one door closes, another door opens, but in the meantime it's hell in the hallway. And so in our practice of yoga today, our practice of union, of oneness, of connection, I'm going to be using our connection to God, grounding, opening to the experience within, opening our window of welcome to what is going on, and coming into the present moment by doing what is in front of us. And so if we have this practice of God with us, maybe it can be a little bit less hell in the hallway. Maybe when we move from one task to another during our day, from one phase of a relationship to another in our lives, from one job to another, one home to another. Perhaps we can use this process just to ease those transitions a little. Check if you've stayed somewhat anchored in your breath. And if you've gone out with your attention, that's no problem. Just simply bring it back. Bringing the hands together in prayer. And we just offer a simple intention for at least the time of practice here together on our mats. Right, we will together explore bringing more God, grounding, opening, doing into our transitions. And so now as we transition from meditation, contemplation into movement, let's begin. Ground by feeling through your sit bones and feet, whatever is connected to the earth, and taking as full a breath as you can. And as you exhale, just opening your window of welcome, noticing what you're feeling inside. And coming into the moment by doing what is in front of you, gently opening the eyes and moving with awareness to come to a position on your hands and knees on your mats. Place the knees under your hips and the hands under your shoulders, and notice this sense of transition and whether you could claim any little bit more presence and calm. Have your toes tucked. Breathe into the belly, let the belly drop down, lift the heart up, lift the head up. And as you exhale, draw the belly in and round out through the shoulders. Good. And again, breath in, belly down, head and tailbone up. Exhale to round. And notice here we're a little bit in flow. Let's do 3 more. Breath in, belly down, head and tailbone up. And exhale to round. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. And 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. And knowing we're going to move somewhere else, we start preparing for the transition. So as you breathe in, grounding, feeling through your hands, your knees, your toes. As you exhale, widen your field of attention to take in everything that's going on in your body. How you feel, the sensations, thoughts, emotions, whatever you notice. And then move. Knees out to the side. Do what you are doing with as much presence as you can muster. Hips back to heels. Come to child's pose. Extend the arms. Breath in. And breath out to gently soften down. Forehead towards the floor. Being where you are. Anchored in the breath. Good. And then again, sense into the hands and feet, connecting to the earth and grounding. Breath in to gently rise up onto hands and knees. Exhale to open your awareness. Move the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and just sense this huge expanse of what's going on in the body and all around you. And then present moment doing, tuck the toes. Let's repeat 3 times. Breath in, belly down, head and tailbone up. And then exhale and round. Inhale. And exhale. Good. One more breath in, belly down, head and tailbone up. Exhale and round. Inhale to center. Exhale, knees out to the side, toes touching, hips back to heels. Extend for child's pose. And notice I didn't instruct the transition, the G.O.D. And notice if it was any different, if you did it yourself, if you didn't do it, what was that like? 3 breaths in child's pose. Beautiful. Feel into your hands and knees and feet. Inhale. As you exhale, rise up. Open up your attention. Notice what is happening in your body and all around. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And then come into the moment and do the thing in front of you. Tuck toes, breath in, belly down, head and tailbone up. Exhale and round, just 1 round here. Again, ground, breath in. Open, breath out, knees out to the side, toes touching, hips to heels. And doing what is here, notice the posture, the breath, 1 single breath in child's pose. Good. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, toes tucked. I want you to grip with your fingertips a little bit here and press down between thumb and forefinger. Inhale. And as you exhale, gently lifting up the hips and keep the knees bent for a moment here. And do what I call crumpled dog. So we really focus on extension out, the length of the spine, shoulders, hips to the air. Couple of breaths. Then as you inhale, rise up onto the toes. And exhale, knees to the floor. 1 cat-cow, breathing in, belly down, head and tailbone up. As you exhale, rounding through. Inhale to neutral. Good, and then exhale back to either sit onto your heels or come into a cross-legged position. Notice how you go with your transitions. Are you present on the other end? Ground down through the sit bones. Open up. Notice what is happening. And then do what is next, what is in front of you. Inhale, take the hands out and up. And exhale, hands down to the heart. And again, hands out as you breathe in and up. And then exhale, drawing gently down. Excellent. One more time. Get as expansive as you can here, from the heart out to the fingertips, breathing in and overhead. And then exhale, hands together. and down in front of the heart. This time open up from the heart as you inhale, hands open up shoulder height. And then exhale, bring your left arm across and wrap your right elbow around your right arm at the elbow. I'm going to press that right hand back towards you and resist with the left. And just feel as you breathe into the opening around the shoulder. Good. Excellent. Inhale, open. So really go slowly here so you can be in the transition. Feel as your arms spread. Notice how that feels in the body as you're breathing and opening. Notice how it feels to exhale and close, bringing right arm across, wrapping the left arm. All these subtle changes that happen in the body when you use posture to explore with breath and with attention. Pressing your right arm away and resisting with your left. And use your breath like a magnifying glass inside the body. What is happening in this part of the shoulder, this part of the shoulder, this part of the back. Really nice. Good. Inhale, notice. Ground, open, and doing. Exhale, let your arms gently float down. Take them behind you as you interlace the fingers here. I want you to just relax the arms and focus on the shoulders for a moment, really intentionally opening the points of the shoulders back. So try to hold your torso in place as you peel the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Try not to move anything else. Ribs stay in place, chest stays in place, and the front of the chest opens up. Then taking a breath and extending the arms. Again, nothing else but the arms and shoulder blades moving. Really gently inviting them to come together, those shoulder blades behind you. And then explore with your breath. What does it feel like in between the shoulder blades, down the sides of the body, the lats, in the trapezius muscles at the tops of your shoulders by the side of the neck? Can you go a little deeper? Can you lift the hands a little more? Can you find a little more breath? And using our breath and using God, grounding, opening, doing. This is the art of yoga, of staying connected and present, and some aspect of centered calm through all of our experiences. Beautiful. Gently release your hands down towards your body. And then take them again in front as you inhale. Lift the arms up. And then we're going to tuck left elbow into right and wrap the forearms here. If that's a bit tricky for you to wrap, then you just hold them parallel to each other. Wrap the forearms and touch the hands. And notice again, feeling into the shoulder blades in the back of the body. Feel down through your sit bones, ground. Inhale and open up. And exhale. Know that we are coming into movement. As you inhale, now lifting fingertips towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, gently tuck elbows to chest and round the upper back. And again, inhale, rise. Fingertips up, feel the slide of the shoulder blades. And exhale, elbows tuck and round. One more time as you inhale, lift. And exhale to round. Breath into center. Feel your connection to the earth, ground. Here we're going to exhale and gently just release the hands and open up attention to feel through the shoulders what the experience is like to release from that tension. And then doing what is next, the next side, breath in, hands out, up, and this time right elbow into left. Wrap the arms if you can, or just hold them parallel. Noticing your transitions. Are you present through and out the other side? Breath in, lift up, fingertips towards the ceiling. And breath out to curl, elbows down, rounding. Again, breath in, rise up, fingertips towards the ceiling. Exhale, elbows to the chest and round. One more time as you inhale, rise up. And exhale, round. Beautiful work. Come to neutral as you inhale. Ground through sit bones and exhale to open literally with the body and with your attention to what you feel in the shoulders, the upper back. And here we're going to do a little bit of not much at all, hands down onto the knees. And just deepening the breath for a moment. So if you can close your eyes, do that. If you want to keep a softer gaze, do that. I'm just going to bring in a bit more depth to our yogic breathing. A 3-part breath through the belly, ribs and chest. So we're going to do just a few rounds to practice of when we breathe in, we breathe into the belly first, then the ribs and the chest. And when we breathe out from the chest, then the ribs, then the belly. We'll just do a few rounds of intentional breath. So, inhaling, belly expands. Front ribs, side ribs expand. Chest expands. And exhale, gently soften from the chest, the side ribs, the lower ribs, and the belly. Good, again, breath in, belly, ribs, chest, and breath out, chest, ribs, belly. One more time, inhale, belly, ribs, chest, and exhale, chest, ribs, belly. And then let your breath just be natural, uncontrolled, present. Readying for a transition, breathe in, ground through the sit bones, lift through the crown. Exhaling to gently open your eyes and open your attention. And again, moving into the moment, the doing of bringing your hands to the floor, bringing your knees to the floor, back onto hands and knees again. Keep your toes tucked under. Take a breath in, and here we'll take the chest down towards the floor, Anahatasana, walking the arms out. Keep your hips above your knees and offer your heart down towards the earth here, opening up through the ribs, the upper back, the shoulders. This can be a lovely pose if you do a lot of sitting and the upper back has been rounding. We're just offering it a little bit of balance, going the other way here. But supported. The back bend is not just free falling. Excellent. Breath in, rising up. Exhale, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, toes tucked under. Breath into ground. Open your awareness. And then we're going to exhale and bring your right leg through for a low lunge. Feel the touch of the foot to the earth and flatten out your back foot here. Fingertips support you either side of the front foot. Inhale, squeeze the inner thighs together, just 20% effort. And then exhale, sending your hips down towards the floor and opening up. See if you can stay anchored in the breath. Good. Ground, feel through fingertips, knee, foot, breath in, bring the hips back a little bit. Exhale. Do release this leg back in line with the other. Let's rinse it out with one cat-cow, breathing in, belly down, head and tailbone up. Exhale and round. Good. Ground through feet and knees as you inhale to neutral. Open up your attention and exhale. Bring through the left leg. Foot to the floor. Fingertips either side. Breath in and squeeze the thighs towards each other. And then exhale. Send the hips down towards the floor. You might want to flatten out that back foot as we did on the other side. Inhale and bring the hips back. Exhale, release. Hands under the elbows, breath in, belly down, head and tailbone up. Exhale and round. Inhale and ground. Open up your attention. Notice what's happening in the body and around you. And then exhale, right leg is coming through again. Feel the touch of the foot to the floor, fingertips either side. Breathe in and squeeze the inner thighs together. Exhale to open up the hips, and then you have an option here to stay in the same position, or for those who choose, we're going to go up to the next level by lifting that knee, back knee off the ground, pressing back through the back heel. Stay with your breath. Good. Then gently set the knee to the floor. Inhale, bring your hips back. Exhale to release that front leg. Place the hands under the shoulders. Inhale to breathe the belly down, lift the head and tailbone. And exhale to round. Ground as you inhale and open your attention. Come to the moment. As you exhale, bring your left leg through. Foot to the floor. Fingertips either side, breath in. Squeeze the hips and let the hips come forward and down. Either stay there or lifting the back heel and pressing out, lifting the back knee and pressing out through the back heel. Excellent. Inhale. And as you exhale, back knee to the floor, and release the front leg all the way back, hands under the shoulders, knees under hips, breath in, belly down, head and tailbone up. Exhale to round. Inhale to neutral, ground through hands and feet. Open up your attention. And then exhale, knees out to the side, toes touching, hips back to heels. Rest for a moment, child's pose. Sliding the hands out, forehead to the floor. And just resting in the breath for a few breaths. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Ground through knees, toes are tucked, hands. Exhale and open your attention, welcoming in whatever is going on. Breath in, let's begin to move. Inhale, belly down. Exhale and round. Inhale to neutral. And exhale back to dog. This time, let your heels sink towards the floor. Now as you inhale, gliding, sliding forward to a high plank, draw the belly in, round the upper back. And then exhale, knees to the floor. Gorgeous. Breath in, belly down, head and tailbone up. Exhale and round. And notice how transitions, when we don't know where we're going, can be even harder. This time we know. Same sequence. Inhale. Neutral. Exhale, dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, knees to the floor. Inhale, belly down, head and tailbone up. Exhale, round. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, dog. Inhale, glide forward. Exhale, knees to the floor. Inhale, belly down, head and tailbone up. Exhale, round. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, back. Downward dog. Inhale, glide forward. Notice how it's beginning to feel the muscles, really noticing the movements. Exhale, knees to the floor. Last time. Breath in, belly down, head and tailbone up. Exhale, round. Inhale to neutral. And exhale back. Downward facing dog. Inhale forward, high plank. Exhale, knees to the floor. And taking them out wide, touch the toes together. Sink back to the heels. Find your breath if you've lost it. Child's pose.
ground through your hands, through the front of your legs. Breathe in. Notice where you are. Open up your attention. Open up your eyes if you close them. I'm going to exhale. Walk the hands back. Doing in the moment. Coming all the way up to a seated position. And you can get there however you want. If you want to follow me, I'm going to close the knees here and slide the hips to one side and swing the legs out in front for Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Extending your legs, moving your buttocks back and the flesh of your buttocks back if that's helpful. Good. We're going to ground through the hips and the heels here. Really feel that. Breathe in, open up, lifting up the arms, so opening up the torso, the chest, the attention. And then exhale, move, do, belly, ribs, chest, down towards your thighs, coming to a forward fold. Notice if this intentional practice has any change on what it feels like to move from one place to another, to transition from one posture or experience to another, from one moment to another. Allow yourself just to really rest in the breath here. Good. Bring your hands back so they're about in line with the knees, resting onto the fingertips. You're going to really press into the earth here, grounding through fingertips, heels and sit bones as you inhale and open up, lift up. And then exhale, hands behind you. I'm going to slide the hips forward, lift and slide a little bit. Come down onto your back. And tuck the knees up into your chest as you inhale. Take your arms out to the sides at shoulder height. And then exhale, knees over towards your right elbow and your gaze over towards your left fingertips. Going the other way. Good. Inhale, knees to the center. And exhale, twisting to the other side. Knees towards the left elbow. And if you can, gaze towards the right fingertips. Excellent. And then inhale, bring your knees to the center. Exhale, bring the arms down by your sides, close but not touching, and turn the palms up. And just be here for a moment. The ground, feeling through the whole back edge of the body that is touching the earth. And inhale, feel yourself sink down, really press into the earth through the torso. Open up your attention, knowing what's happening inside, knowing we're coming into just a few minutes of relaxation. And then exhale, coming to your relaxation posture. Let the feet sink to the earth first, and then extend the legs, opening up the feet, opening up the whole back of the body to the earth. Shuffle if you need to get more comfortable in any way. Ground through the whole back of the body, open the whole front. And then breathe out, close the eyes, and the doing here is the sinking, the releasing, and the settling into stillness and simple breath. So again, just for 3 breaths, we're going to focus on breathing into the belly, then the ribs, then the chest, and out from the chest, ribs, and belly. And again, in belly, ribs, chest, out chest, ribs, belly. Final breath in belly, ribs, chest, and out chest, ribs, and belly. And then release your breath, letting it be natural. And just rest your attention into the natural rhythm of the breath. And just a short practice in relaxation today, beginning to again notice that we're coming to a transition. Sense through the back of your body and ground. As you inhale, opening up your attention and gently moving the fingers and wriggling them as you're exhaling, toes as well. Bringing the wrists and the ankles. And then inhale to raise the arms all the way above the head along the floor and stretch nice and long through the body. Exhale to point the toes and get really, really extended. And then a gentle spring back, one knee and then the other to the chest. Wrap the arms around your knees, gently draw the knees in. You can rock a little bit from side to side here if you wish, if it feels good. And gently rocking over all the way onto one side, and pressing up to come to a seated position to close and end your practice. Big transition here from practice to daily life, and many teachers emphasize trying to do yoga as much off the mat as on. So we set our intention in this way, grounding through the feet and the hips and whatever is touching the earth, opening our intention and our hearts, and bringing the hands together in active prayer or intention setting, closing the eyes. Our doing here is simply
acknowledging our intention to carry whatever we can that we have taken from our own individual practice, our own individual experience in today's class, as a little extra anchor along with our breath into our days. So just imagine for a moment how you might use something from today's practice. Picture yourself in your day, perhaps a moment of transition or something challenging, and how might you keep yourself a little more centered, a little more grounded, a little more calm. Gently press the hands together and really feel the contact between the palms as you inhale, ground through sit bones, lift through crown. And exhale to surrender it all, bowing forward. Namaste.